What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is something a bit different today. I wanted to do a recent pickups video. So all of the horror films and little other kind of films that are not horror, but mostly horror. Maybe one is not horror, but all of them are horror. Yeah, the recent horror film pickups that I've picked up recently. Sold a bunch of stuff on eBay recently, so I was able to get some new stuff for the horror film collection. So yeah, before we go any further, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the like if you like this kind of stuff. Let's get into this one. First up, I went to my local charity shop and picked up a bunch of DVDs that were 3 for £1. So you'll see them as I go through, but we have it's called Double Pack of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I don't really like that it's on one disc because I feel when two films share one disc, the quality is not going to be as good. But I wish there was on two separate discs, but it is what it is. But I mean, for 33p, can't really go wrong, really. I'd rather have the DVD than the Blu-ray. I feel when they upscaled the original film, the way they filmed it with a specific on a specific film, and that made it really grainy. That was on purpose. But I find that when you upscale that to 1080p high definition, it just looks really not a very good transfer at all. So I don't know how they can correct that on future Blu-ray releases or Blu-ray sets, for example. But yeah, I'd rather have the DVD. It's a much cleaner transfer than what you would get if you upscaled it to 1080p. It's a weird sticker on there. But yeah, that's one of them. Mixed feelings about the sequel, but 20 Days Later, fucking fantastic movie. A fantastic new take on the zombie film. I don't consider them zombies because they don't eat you, they just violently attack you. But that is a debate that's been going on ever since this film came out. But it is just outstanding. So yeah, that's a good find, I think. Also got The Woman in Black. Now this one I've not seen, but I've heard very cool things about it, and also I've heard some bad things about it. So it seems like it's got a bit of a mixed reception. But let me know if you've seen it. Let me know if it's any good. I know there's a sequel as well, so maybe that's something I should check out if I like this one. But yeah, let me know if this is any good. Or I'm going to watch it anyway, but let me know if you enjoyed it, because I feel it's cool to, get in the comments and, start chatting with you guys. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Woman in Black. Bear in mind, these DVDs on top that I'm doing were 33p each, or 3 for £1. So I think I did pretty well. I got the Wolfman. Obviously, I think it's a 2006 release. Could be 2010 release. Okay, bit far off there, but so a remake, Universal Pictures remake of the original 1942 The Wolfman. I've not seen this one either, so I don't know what to expect from its quality. A friend of mine did say that it's not really a horror film. It's more of a kind of a mystery movie, so to speak, like a gothic mystery, kind of a noir film. But that just interests me even more. I feel that I think we haven't really been getting very many werewolf films lately. I mean, you've got in the 80s, you've got Werewolf in London and Howling and films like that. But I don't think we don't get many modern werewolf films. There's some cult classics from the early 2000s like Dog Soldiers that are pretty good. But I'm interested in this one. Let me know if this one's any good and whether you enjoyed it. I'll be sure to watch it at some point when I get around to it. Next one is a horror classic that I've never seen, that people highly recommend, and they highly don't recommend the remake, which is the Amityville. I can't say that word though. The Amityville horror. Apparently it's a really cool haunted house kind of horror film. So we can see, or I will see if it's any good. A lot of true story stuff to this, the family believe that the house was haunted, and it's about this one house, and they wrote a book about it, and it became a film. But there's a lot of cynics that don't believe the story is true, that it's all kind of all fabricated. But we don't know, and I think it's a cool little backstory, you know, to have for a movie. So I'm looking forward to this one, because a lot of the older films like this, you know, 60s and 70s, I've started to really enjoy. You know, obviously Exorcist came out in the 70s, probably the greatest horror film ever made. So looking forward to this one. Should be good. Next one is a film that is causes a lot of contention with people, and that's Hostel. There's two kind of people in this world: people that like Hostel and people that don't like Hostel. I'm the guy that actually quite likes this movie, so I feel that it's a very, very well made movie. I feel it's got some of the best practical gore effects in the game, you know, in the whole genre. Just wincing-inducing violence in this. I feel the whole idea that there's an underground sect where rich people can go and just torture and kill people. That idea is very, very scary to me, because I'm sure that kind of stuff does happen in reality, and that's the kind of shit that scares me the most, where I can imagine this shit really happening in real life. Like home invasions, like I've said in previous videos, home invasions scare me because they can happen in real life. This kind of shit I can believe happens in reality somewhere in the world, and it scares me. But yeah, I think it's a really, really well made movie. The sequels aren't as good as this one, but yeah, I think it's really cool. I like how you don't like the characters to begin with. You can't wait for them to die, and then the Paxton character kind of has a way to get out, and then you kind of root for him towards the end of the film. I think that's a really cool dynamic of like hating to liking the character. But it's a really good movie. I think it's good. I've rewatched this numerous times. I've just never owned it on physical media, so I would rather have the Blu-ray. But for 33p for a DVD, I'm going to take that opportunity and grab it. So yeah, Hostel, it's a good one. This next one I just got of a whim, really. It's called Soul Survivors. Never heard of this film before. Produced by people that made previous like 90s horror, which is interesting. So are they 90s? I forget. Anyway, yeah, so this film it sounded pretty cool. Obviously these horror films all have like crazy, like, you know, scariest film ever made kind of tags. You know, this says pant-wettingly scary, a tale with a nasty little stink in it. Well, it's 12, so I can't imagine it being that nasty, but that's just me. But yeah, we'll see if this is any good. But it intrigues me. But yeah, Soul Survivors, 33p. I thought I'd snatch it. Now that they were the three for £1, so I got 6 for £2, which is a fucking bargain, really. Pretty good bargain. These next lot, I technically sold stuff to get these. So first up is a film called The Sect. I know nothing about this movie. I know it's a 1970s Italian film. Is it Italian? I'm guessing it's Italian. But what attracted me to this is mostly the packaging. I like where you know, labels, they put a bit more, make their kind of packaging a bit different than the standard blue Blu-ray. So I like the whole yellow aesthetic. But yeah, The Sect, interesting one. Yeah, I've been getting into some Italian horror, especially from the 70s recently, like Demons 2. What is it? City of the Living Dead's one of them. Fulci one, which is cool. You know, Zombie Flesh Eaters is another Fulci one that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just thought I'd just grab it because I like the actual, you know, the packaging, and the artwork's great, and I'm into this kind of 70s Italian horror is a thing I'm getting into at the moment. Speaking of Italian 70s horror, I got The Church. Now I got The Church solely on the basis, because literally like this week I've literally just watched Demons and Demons 2, and I looked into some background for Made Possible with Demons 3, and actually when I looked up into this, it turns out that Demons 3 was originally going to be called Demons 3 The Church or something along those lines, and they decided to stray away from the Demons franchise and create an own standalone film called The Church. So this is why I bought it, because it originated as Demons 3 and then didn't become Demons 3 and became its own thing. So I am interested in this. Again, it's by Shameless. Has this cool like yellow packaging design, which I quite like. I do like when labels they put out, they try to be different with their releases, and I do like this kind of yellow packaging. Quite cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because I've watched, like I said, I've watched Demons 1, Demons 2. Demons 1 is actually a really, really cool 80s horror film. Demons 2 isn't as good. I would say it's a bit rubbish, but that's just me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It should be a good one. I've got a couple of classics here that people consider to be slasher classics, which I've never seen before, and I need to get on them at some point. But 1974's Black Christmas. I've been meaning to watch some of these old 70s, like I said, I've been getting into 70s stuff already with the Italian horror stuff, but just classic, just old school, 70s slashers is one that I've not really kind of paid attention to. Obviously, you've got the two big ones, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween, but this was one that came out around the same time as Texas Chainsaw, so I'm hoping it's good. I've heard great things. I've heard that the killer in this is an underrated villain for a slasher film, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, what I like about these next two, this one and the next one, they're from 101 Films, and they use a different case for their Blu-rays where the artwork is stretched across, so it's like a bezel-less case, and I do like that design as well. I feel it's very clean and very, very, very nice. It comes with it's a dual format, so it comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD, and it comes with a poster as well. So yeah, Black Christmas. Let me know if this one is a good one and if you enjoy this one, because I'm looking forward to this one quite a lot. I don't know if to watch it now or wait till Christmas. Let me know in the comments. This next one is one that it's been on my list for fucking ages. So yeah, Prom Night from 1980. I've been really meaning to see this for a long time. Obviously, the remake came out and everyone hated the remake. It apparently got nothing to do with this, really just a remake in name only. But yeah, this is Prom Night. It's the single disc edition, Blu-ray. Again, from 101 Films, which I really do like 101 Films, and they're like, the way they be different when it comes to their Blu-ray packaging. But yeah, I like it a lot. But yeah, I've heard this is a really good one. It's not as gory as a lot of the early 80s slashers, but yeah, it's got a really cool murder mystery kind of story. And that intrigues me. I do like myself some murder mysteries, so I'm interested in that one. Let me know your thoughts on Prom Night and whether I'm going to like it or not, based on my opinions from horror films in my previous videos. But yeah, you get the point. Let me know in the comments. Controversial pick now. It's a terrible movie, but I'm super nostalgic for it. And 101 put out a Blu-ray set, and it's quite a nice Blu-ray set. That's Howl of the Duck. I know, it's awful, I know, but I'm super nostalgic for this movie, super nostalgic for this film, because it's probably one of the, I don't know if it's the first Marvel licensed film, Marvel film to be produced into a feature-length movie. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is this film doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a fish out of water story of a duck from another universe coming to Earth, and then he's got to try to mingle in, or is it a really strange kind of rom-com with kind of this weird creepy duck on girl kind of romance bullshit, or is it a kind of science fiction comedy that tries to add a little bit of horror in there with the aliens coming down from Earth, coming down from somewhere towards the end of the film? We don't know, but all I know is it's a bad movie, but it helps that it's an entertaining bad movie. Like I said, 101 Films, I just love the way they have the packaging, and this one's got a sleeve with a booklet. I'm wondering whether my Black Christmas used to have that or not, because I did get that one used. But yeah, this one, it's quite a nice little packaging, and yeah, Howard the Duck, super nostalgic for me, so I'm gonna have fun watching this one. All the memories when I was a kid. Howard the Duck, yeah. That's my 101 Films. This next box set that I've got is the Psycho collection. include Psycho 1 to 4. Of course, Psycho, the original Alfred Hitchcock movie, is a classic in horror and, you know, like I said, murder mysteries. It's one of the best murder mysteries ever, in my opinion. But yeah, the original Psycho is fantastic. The reason I got this set though is that I've never seen the sequels, so this should be a really interesting exercise in seeing if this super iconic movie has good sequels. And the cool thing is, I've heard that these have good sequels. I've heard the sequels aren't bad. I don't think I've heard that the sequels are bad at all. I think they're all somewhat good. So that's interesting, right? That is interesting. The remake, however, we won't talk about the remake. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these. Let me know if you've seen any of the sequels to Psycho. But I think I'm looking forward to it. I've heard Psycho 2 in particular is really good. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping for the best with these. But yeah, the Psycho collection 1 to 4, pretty cool buy. Finally, this is the last one on the list for the time being. These have been looking at me for fucking ages, especially this box set, because it's a lovely box set. I don't know whether these films are straight up horror or if they've got a bit of comedy. I've got a feeling they're a bit more of a horror comedy, but I had the chance to pick it up, so I did. It's the House, the collection box set, and it has all 4 House movies. Now, from Arrow Video, which I love Arrow Video, I think they put so much care into their releases. Cult releases and that, and yeah, I just think they're great. Yeah, so you got the first House. Yeah, I've not seen this film, so let me know if you enjoy these ones. You got House. Oh, wrong order, sir. Wrong order. House 2, the second story. I love these artwork as well. I think the artwork's fantastic. But yeah. Oh, I haven't looked at the fucking disc, have we? Have we, sir? The disc in there. I do know that there's an alternative box set to this that's dual format. So for every Blu-ray, you'll get a DVD version as well for each film, and you also get a little kind of background booklet that goes about the history. But that one was a bit more expensive and more than I kind of wanted to pay for it, so I just got the cheaper version. I've never seen them, so I didn't see the reason of getting the dual format. I never understand the idea of dual format anyway, because if you've got a Blu-ray player, why would you want to have a DVD of a film that you've got a Blu-ray for as well? And because you'll just watch the Blu-ray, right? Don't get it. Maybe if you go to a hotel or whatever, they've only got a DVD player, maybe that's why, but I don't know. Explain to me why dual formats actually matter, because I don't know why they are a thing. But yeah, these are just these single Blu-ray sets. They've got newly commissioned artworks, obviously like most Arrow Video releases. They've got newly commissioned artwork that is as a reversible cover, but I always kind of prefer the original artwork when it was released, of the time of its release, you know, like. But yeah, that's the House collection, not seeded. Let me know if it's any good. Let me know if you enjoy these ones. But it's a collection that I've been looking up for a long time, and I was able to grab it. And I do like how Arrow Video kind of present their box sets. So that's the recent pickups that I've done recently. It's been a fun little ride. The videos that I've done have been really fun to make. Coming up, you've got the top 5 horror films of the 1990s, the 2000s and 2010s. They're all slated to come out over the next few weeks, so look forward to those. As always, I'm Jason, and I'm out.